Hi, I'm Julie.
I'm Lian.
And I'm Sabine, and welcome to episode 56 of mydenmarktv.com.
Well, last week we took a break from Copenhagen and visited Roskilde as a part of our summer tour. So this week we decided to go north of Copenhagen just to show you a little bit more about Denmark.
And since Denmark is a kingdom and the Danish monarchy is the second oldest in the world of a continual ruling monarchy that is still existing today, we thought it would be really interesting to explore a little more of that aspect about Denmark.
Exactly. And we cannot talk about the monarchies here in Denmark without coming visit one. So actually, we are here today in Hillerød, a city 30 kilometers north from Copenhagen.
We're actually standing in front of Frederiksborg Castle, which is also a museum.
Actually, guys, how many castles are here in Denmark? Do you know?
Well, I've actually done a little bit of research about this. And Denmark, you know, it's a small country.
Yeah.
It's quite amazing that we have more than 118 castles or palace or, you know, modern houses. But I think that only a couple of them are very well known, exactly because the royal family still use it.
So actually, I've done a little research too. And I know that some are still in ruins, some are being restored, and some have been turned into a museum like this one is. And being a museum, there has to be a director. And we're having a chance to have an interview with the director, Mette Skovgaard. So I'm going to go do the interview with Mette.
Yeah.
And
We are going to explore the museum.
Yeah. So,
great.
follow us.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
So we're here at Frederiksborg Castle with the director of the castle, Mette Skovgaard. Thank you so much for joining us. So Mette, what makes this castle so unique?
Well, it's the largest and its most magnificent Renaissance castle we have in Denmark, and I think in the Nordic countries, we can say in all modesty.
Okay.
It was built in the beginning of the 17th century by the Danish king Christian IV. And it has a long and interesting history, but in 1859 it burned down in the interiors, most of them, and then it was reconstructed and it was turned into a museum of Danish national history. So if you visit the castle, you visit a wonderful and magnificent, splendid exterior, the castle that you see nothing like it anywhere else. It's lying surrounded by water on 3 islands in the lake, and when you pass the lake, you come to a splendid park, Baroque garden with running cascades with water. And if you are not so much into French Baroque garden style, there's also a beautiful romantic garden in the English style. So the building and the exterior is worth a visit by itself.
Okay.
Then when you enter the castle, you start your visit to the Museum of National History. And it is made like a walk through Danish history. So it's not a kind of a boring museum with display cases and long texts you have to read. You just experience the history, you walk through the rooms, and in them you see, it's like period rooms.
Okay.
So they have furniture, beautiful examples of tapestries, silverware, glasses, silks.
And as far as I understand from you, we are at a very unique location right here. Can you tell me a little about that?
Yes, as I said, that the castle burned down. Some of the interiors were ruined, but some of them survived the fire with no damage.
Okay.
The church, as you've seen, is original, and it's one of the very few original interiors from the days of Christian IV.
Okay.
And then there's an audience house which is separated from the main castle, and it's connected to the castle with a privy passage. And this also was spared from the fire. And on the birthday of the castle, which is on the 1st of July this year,
10 days or something?
Yes, it's the 450th birthday of the castle. And for the first time, we'll open the privy passage, this part which has not been opened before.
Do you have anything specifically for children in this castle?
So actually, we have a special department for children, where we have a lot of activities that, for example, you can try copies of costumes from the 17th century, copies of costumes that we know that the Danish King Christian IV, who was born here, that he wore when he was a child, and you can try a lot of activities, the same things that he was to learn when he went to school. Wow. So you can try to write with a pen of feather and ink, you can make your own heraldic shield and so forth.
So you can be a king for a day?
Yes, and a queen and a princess.
Okay. So I understand that some of the things that are down here are really, really old.
Oh, they're hundreds of years old. They go back to the beginning of the castle.
Wow.
The first ones that lived here in the 16th century. These are objects that were found in the lake around the castle.
And when you start the exhibition 1st of July, will people be able to see all this?
Yes, there will be a glass, of course, because we can't touch it. But you'll be able to get an impression of the daily life on the castle.
Wow. And I know you have something also over here. I saw you had some glass pieces.
Old parts of windows. And this must be from a cat. Oh my God.
A cranium from... Oh my goodness. Mette, thank you so much for showing us around, and especially this very unique area which will open 1st of July. We're the first to see it.
Yes.
Very honored. Hey guys! Hi Selina! Hey! Are you enjoying it?
Yes.
Yeah?
Amazing.
I just had a talk with Mette, the director, and she told me about the Baroque garden outside. Oh. Do you want to join me for that? It's so beautiful.
Let's go out and see it.
Yeah. Okay.
Julie, why are you dragging us to here?
Well, I found it.
You found what?
Well, what? I mean,
This.
this?
Yes.
What is this? It's a rock.
It's like a chair.
It's a very special stone. Actually, you don't know, but it was King Christian IV who laid this stone down here. After, because he was very sad, his wife, Kirsten Munk, didn't allow him to enter her bedroom. So, this is actually a very famous stone, just to let you know.
Sit on it.
Yeah.
Feel the history, right?
Oh, now I'm sad.
Oh.
Don't be.
Well, you know what? I'm actually sad because this is it for this time.
Yeah. So I hope you all enjoyed our trip today to Northern Zealand. You know what? Next time when you come to Denmark, please visit this place. This is amazing.
Yeah,
It is
amazing.
And please do not forget to subscribe to our show on Facebook on facebook.com/mydenmarktv.
Yeah, and leave a comment below us as well. We would love to hear from you. But until then, have a great time and see you next Wednesday.
See you next Wednesday.
Bye.
And we are actually standing in front of Frederiksborg. Actually, right now we are standing in front of Frederiksborg.